Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dalaran, and as of recent, I've seen some people say and agree with me with a few videos that I've been putting out regarding maybe even rogues, maybe assassination rogues more in particular. But I put out a video where I said range have so much advantage over rogues, at least over assassination. I felt like you need the concoction talent in order to have reduced damage reduction whenever you use your Crimson Vial, so that you can get into a pile of melee in the BGs and then be able to get out scot-free. Now, I do want to preface that video, I guess, not preface, but what would be the word of like a video post that? I guess I want to kind of counter that video with this footage right here, and this is something I want to start maybe making a series of. I do want to start making footage where maybe I can take a BG where, let's say I did something exceptionally well, or something just fairly well. I played really well or accomplished a lot of results. Like for example, this BG assassination, I did a ton of damage and I felt like I contributed to the team very well. To give you guys more of a different type of video where it's more explanatory, where you guys can actually see what I do, where I can show you a specific situation and give you reasons of why I did certain things, why I popped certain abilities, and show you guys a little bit more in detail with the detailed commentary of what I do in stuff like skirmishes, rated arenas, and even just random battlegrounds, just to help anybody and everybody out there just get better at Rogue in case you have any thoughts. After this first engagement, I got wrecked pretty hard, but second engagement comes in and we are on the flag duty. We're trying to stab the AFC, and the one thing I noticed is there's a guardian, not a guardian druid, there's a feral druid running the flag, so he's going to be sitting in bear form, pretty tanky. And there's two restoration druids, which are great against assassination rogues. As an assassination rogue, most of your damage isn't really, it doesn't happen all that quick. It needs a bit of a ramp up. You need to make sure you establish your dots. You need to make sure you establish all your damage. It's better if you have cooldowns, but you can kill things without cooldowns really. So we're in the situation where we have these two restos, tanky as hell if they go in bear form, and outside of their hots can deal a ton of healing, even without the bear form for tankiness. And then we have a feral druid, it's sitting in bear form, so it's just a tank with two healers that can just form into tanks anytime you want. As an assassination rogue, you really gotta play up to your best efforts if you want to compete with the rest. As assassination rogues, I would say are kind of fairly weak to restoration druids. Resto and druids in general are not an issue for rogues, for the most part. But with Assassination Rogue and even with Subtlety, the fact that you have to layer your dots first and then get your setup going allows the druid plenty of time to go into bear form, and then you're stuck hitting this mass of fur and thick skin that you just cannot crack for the most part. So as an Assassination Rogue, one of the things that you can do is, and this is something you can do with yourselves, if you're in a BG and there is, let's say, is a druid out there, don't stun him at the very beginning. Do not stun him. Just open up with a garrote, mutilate until full combo points, rupture, and then leave that druid alone. Build up combo points off of another target, then make a swap to the druid with a kidney. This way, the druid will have to be out of bear form in order to put hots on himself and everybody else. And if they have dots rolling, they will think, okay, he just popped dots on me and now he is away. He's not going to come back for me. When you make that swap without any stun GRs and you kidney them for full duration, that will either force Trinket, Bark Skin, or might even force a kill on the druid. And that stuff is very exciting. So I'm going to be trying to do that as best I can. As an assassination rogue, one of the things I have is damage, but it takes a little bit too much of a setup in order to get it rolling. So you have to plan ahead. And while people say Assassination Rogue is one of the easier specs of Rogue, you do have to plan ahead in terms of the mind games that is PvP. Alright, so at the second part, we're trying to play defensive. We're trying to get the flag over to our base so then we can go on the offensive. We have a mage that's running it, so he's pretty squishy, but what I try to do at the beginning is slow down all the melee. As Assassination Rogue, you don't have that much CC, but you do have Crippling Slow, which can slow everybody. So yeah, slow everybody with Phantom Knives, back to back, maintain that slow, popping dots on everybody. Everybody gets a rupture, everybody gets a deadly poison, and a lucky few get a kidney shot out of me, and somebody might have a garrote ticking. But the idea is to dot them all up, so then over time as they're chasing, especially since they don't have any healers nearby, they will rot eventually. While I cannot stop them with mass CC like a Subtlety Rogue where you just Shadow Dance, cheap shot everybody, you can at least slow them down and put damage. So I'm doing what I can as an Assassination Rogue. And sometimes what you can do is the best thing to do. So now time for the offensive, and we talked about it before. Druids are tanky, whether it's Resto Druids or Guardian Druids. So I want to find the person with the FC. I want to dot up the FC no matter what I do. And then I want to make a split-second decision. Do I want to sit a Restoration Druid? Because even if I force him into bear form, which they will live through, at least it puts him out of healing everybody else around. So if I put him in bear form, I'm doing damage to them, but they can't heal anybody else. And I decided to make a split-second decision to train a Druid. I'm not sure if this guy had the cat form on, or if he had some toy to make him look like he has the cat form, because it looked like he was casting HOTS while he was running around. But I was able to nuke one of the druids down, and guess what? The second druid picks up the flag, and now we have a restoration druid that's super tanky to deal with. But now both of the healers can't heal. The only healer can only heal himself with Frenzy Regeneration. So with enough pressure from an Assassination Rogue like myself, being able to spread wound poison to everybody, we were able to finally get the flag back and score. And it was a long BG because it was so... I had to cut a lot of it out just to deal with druids. But sometimes that's all you can do as Assassination Rogue, is just deal as much damage as possible. And right here, for example, we have a Restoration Druid healing the guy, and with my team, I go in, I deal as much damage as possible, and we're done. Easy as that. Another thing that I want to show you is play the games until the point where you think, yeah, it's probably not going in my favor. I should probably give up, but then don't give up. Like, I had the situation where these rogues were not big fans of me. They didn't like me at all. Why is this random Assassination Rogue in Alliance doing a ton of damage? Get him out of here. I'm a Subtlety, I'm an Assass. We're on the Horde, we are obviously better. And I decided, okay, they have a healer in the back. They have HOTS. I'm not gonna win this fight against two rogues, so what can I do? So I decided to just bide my time, raffle them, play mind games until I get Vanish. And this is the fun thing I did right here. When you think it's about all dead, Vanish, run in one direction, swap to another. And I mean, the only dots I have are Assassination Rogue dots, and I already know they're not that strong, so I can survive that easily. That's one of the things you can use with Vanish. When you're running in a specific direction, they will see you for just a split second as you're vanishing. So you vanish in one direction, turn around after a second later to make them think that you're running in a specific direction. And in the end, BG ended up being pretty well. I was almost top damage, but in the last split second, a warrior on the Horde got me. But hopefully this was a little bit more insightful for you guys. Sometimes all you can do is what you can't do. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you want to see more of this kind of videos. I'll see you guys in the next one.